Beer hitting walkout game.
The WWBL is back and better than ever. After a long time away, we have new players, new rosters, new teams, and new competition. Let's dive into it on this fall 2016 season opener edition of This Week in the WWBL.
Let's go!
We begin with the Chargers, who had the first and 8th picks in the draft, with Captain Kevin Ryback. With the first overall pick in the draft, the Chargers went with Kevin Greer, a solid hitter and a great player in the field. Greer had a great opening day, leading the league in batting average at .588. Although he had no home runs and just 1 RBI, he gets on base a lot and keeps them in games in clutch times. Captain Kevin Ryback got back to his former self early on, tied for the league lead in home runs and RBIs, with 2 long balls and 5 RBIs. The two Kevins provide all you can ask for at the plate, but lack great pitching. That's why the 8th pick, Mark Didio, was such a steal for them. In 7 innings on the bump, Didio allowed no runs and struck out 10. With one of the best pitchers the league has to offer, and 2 of the best bats make this team nearly impossible to beat, the Chargers sit comfortably in first with a 4-0 record. The Kings, led by Andrew Moy, are the most unpredictable team in the league. With the 4th and 5th picks, the Cy Young is joined by Luke Yokoi and Ryan Smith. Luke Yokoi suffered an arm injury and had to play with just 1 arm. However, this seemed to have little effect on the All-Star, as he hit to the tune of a .353 batting average along with 1 RBI. These numbers are very average for the veteran, and we expect him to have a very solid year when he returns to full health.
Whoa!
Andrew Moy continues to impress with his .500 batting average, 1 home run, and 2 RBIs. Once again, Moy finds himself in the hunt for Cy Young with a 2.08 ERA and 4 strikeouts in 13 innings of work. The biggest surprise for the Kings was the production from Ryan Smith. The second rounder had a good all-around day, tied for the league lead in home runs with 2 and RBIs with 5, as well as a .333 batting average. In addition to his play at the plate, he had a few good plays in the field, and even a no-hitter. If Smith can continue his play, Yokoi gets healthy, and Moy can continue to be the league's ace, the Kings are definitely going to be contenders to win it all. We move on to the 3-2 Wolverines. Captain Chris Veneruso selected Brian Ryback and Russell Crouch with the 3rd and 6th picks in the draft. At just above 500, Veneruso's team seems to have gotten off to a decent fall season start. After coming just short of Cy Young in the previous season, Veneruso has taken to the role of number 2 pitcher, with teammate Brian Ryback seeing a majority of the starts, although Ryback has struggled as of late. With a 10.12 ERA, Ryback has begun the season giving up 9 runs in 8 innings of work and recording 0 strikeouts. As for Veneruso, he has only seen 2 innings of work, but has not yet given up any runs and striking out 3. Aside from their struggles on the mound, the Wolverines have struggled at the plate as well. Russell Crouch has been solid, leading the team with a .462 average and recording 1 home run as well as 1 RBI. But not including Krause, the team has struggled. Hitting a combined .256, Veneruso and Ryback have failed to produce for their team. Veneruso with 1 home run and 1 RBI, and Ryback leading the team with 3 RBIs, each has failed to eclipse 5 hits. Despite their struggles though, the Wolverines still sit at 3-2, and if they can straighten out their hitting and pitching situations, look for the team to contend come playoff time.
Ah! Ha!
Lastly, we have the Gorillas, comprised of Dylan Ward, Jake Thaw, and Shane Ryback. Sound familiar? The main thing this team has going for them is chemistry, since they were all on the same team 2 seasons ago on the Primetime Players, a team that went all the way to the WWBL championship game and fell to the LA Yellow. To add to that, Ward and Thaw bring home the title together last season. Dylan Ward played well at times, with a solid 3 RBIs, but he wasn't as dominant as he can be, limited to no homers and just a .273 batting average. He didn't pitch his best either, with an uncharacteristic 5.14 ERA. Through 7 innings of work, Ward racked up 2 Ks and gave up 4 runs. Jake Thaw was inactive, who is normally a large plate presence. However, Shane Ryback filled in nicely, with a .385 batting average, league-leading 2 home runs, and 3 RBIs. We believe they will start getting wins soon, and will once again be in the hunt for the championship.
Hanging today. Come on, son. What am I going to do
about that. Come on. I'm getting the good one.
Here's what the standings look like after a week of play, along with the league leaders. Remember to follow us on Instagram as well. We'll see you next week with more action in the WWBL.